Okay, hello and good day to everyone that is currently tuning in here again here at Phoenix Holdings. Once again, this is your host CH, and we're going to be having yet another exciting AMA, this time with Let's Run. Yeah, Let's Run this project. I think that's the entire name of it. Let's Run.
Yeah, let's run.
Okay, Let's Run. That's a pretty creative name, I would say. And from the Let's Run team, we got Meme Dealer to represent them. And Dealer, how are you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, glad to have you here as well, Phoenix Holdings, finally. And yeah, right now, to be honest, right now, it could have been a lot better. I think I speak for the most of us today. I mean, in the market, yeah, it could have been a lot better today.
Oh yeah,
And,
it could have been a bit better.
we never expected like a few hours ago, maybe like a day ago, within the same day, it seems like the market is pumping, and then all of a sudden, bang, it just dropped. BTC just dropped 10%, just like that. And it was so surprising. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Such is the
brutal out
space
there.
that we work in. Yeah, but crypto never stops, and who knows? Maybe, yeah, maybe it's. We never know when it's gonna pump again. Hopefully, it doesn't keep going down. But yeah, this is the space that we work in again. We can only be positive about this, and yeah, just keep on moving forward. Okay, just that's just me ranting right now because I forgot to freaking tether. And yeah, okay. So I guess enough me, and I guess it's just time for you. So meme dealer, I guess to start off, can you first introduce yourself to us? Maybe tell us a little bit about your background, like your crypto ventures, and how you got to creating this project.
Hey there. Well, I'd like to preface a few things before we start off, if that's okay. Uh,
Sure thing.
I want to say, wait, what? What was it? Sorry.
I'm said, sure, sure. Yeah, just tell us.
Okay, yeah. Well, I wanted to preface a few things. I'm hired by the team. Okay. I don't have any access to the crypto itself. I don't have any access to any of the wallet holdings and things like that. I'm hired so I could speak on behalf of the team. And the second thing is there are some things today that we might not be able to talk about because we're under an NDA by one of the partners that we are going with. So there are a few things that might be changing due to that NDA. And I just wanted to preface that going forward, just in case things might sound a little odd. We are trying to do things as a legitimate business. So we're first and foremost wanting to do that.
Okay, I mean that's pretty good, and thank you so much for your honesty. A lot of people just try to hide the things that they're hired and stuff, but yeah, I'm glad you're pretty transparent from the get-go. I mean, what you can talk about it, and how you're representing the team itself. So yeah, definitely, I get that. And I guess can you at least disclose? Okay, I guess is it okay for you to like tell a little bit about your background, the team's background in crypto, and how they got onto creating this project.
Yeah, yeah. The team, if in the white paper, we have a full thing going on there that shows who the team is. They're all doxed. Everybody is, they'll be known there. Their names are there, and their studio that's done outsourcing work for other projects and things like that, right? Mainly mobile games, some crypto games here and there, but the blockchain part of their company is a smaller part that they're wanting to grow a little bit. So that's mainly who they are. So it's Next Lab, and they're really professional people. I've actually not really worked with people like this in space. Uh, they pretty much know what they want to do, and they know how they want to accomplish things. So it's been a really, honestly, a pleasure working with these guys, to be honest.
I mean, first impression at all. I mean, I went to the website and I just loved like how colorful and the theme of the project itself. Like it's like cartoonish, which I have a soft spot on in terms of like artwork and stuff.
Yeah.
So is this like made by an actual artist by the team? It's not copyright wise, this is like unique to the project itself.
Oh, of course. Like our artist prides himself on doing like unique work, things that he's done a lot of work. I've actually worked with this artist a few times, but he really loves NFTs. He does everything himself. He spends a lot of time working on them. And I think at some point you guys will get to talk to him maybe in the chat. Jonkos in the white paper. If you see his name in the white paper, that's who he is. Great. Honestly, awesome.
Okay, yeah, I'm really quite hooked on the website itself. I mean, again, as I mentioned, I'm a huge fan of like cartoon-ish, comic-ish, this kind of like art style. So just from the
Yeah,
get-go, I'm already sold in the artwork of the website itself. So yeah, I'm quite
thank you.
excited to get on this project itself, this AMA. So I guess without further ado, let's get started. Can you give us an introduction on what Let's Run is all about?
Well, let's run. We're trying to do the move to earn process in crypto, but a little bit. I mean, again, you don't want to badmouth any other projects, but we want to do things correct going in. You know what I mean? Have the whole process laid out, fully lined up, ready to go. And then we want to provide value to all our investors and users as soon as everything drops. So we want this to be a project for everybody to be able to get in on and persist on and create a legitimate business through rather than, just a typical trying to put out a coin type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that Move to Earn has been a meta, I guess, in this space. It
Oh
started
yeah.
by this project in the, uh, you know, um, in Binance. The Launchpad. I think it's GMT. I think, yeah, I think that started this meta of like Move to Earn. And yeah, there's been
Yeah.
a bunch of other projects similar to this. So I'm kind of curious, like, what led your team to the creation of this Let's Run Move to Earn project?
Uh, from seeing how they came at the problem, right? I mean, I guess it's the problem in the market, right? Problem in the market is that these kinds of projects show up and they don't deliver like a good experience right off the bat, and sometimes they leave you waiting. And we just want to like bring that experience to the forefront, have something cheap that a lot of people can get in on in terms of the market and the way that it is right now, as you said earlier, right? Like we're in a position here where we're going to need to rely more on the business acumen of this to keep it going rather than the crypto acumen and marketing and things like that.
So I guess with that, that means that the team's aim is to deliver, to actually deliver, not just like, get a good project.
Yes.
Not just like, get a good concept of a project, like, actually develop something that works. But in terms of that though, so far, what efforts have the team made so far, since the foundation of this project that you can disclose?
Well, right now we've got a lot going on. The app is, we're beta testing things, and things are really good. There's a lot of NFT integration. There's great, I mean, if you take a look here, the way that the system is going to be laid out, it has a lot of community interaction with competitions. It has a lot of community interaction in terms of accessories and different types of things. And then the NFT integration is going to make it so that it's like a unique, tight knit community that continues to persist in the move to earn space. And it'll allow people to obviously, right, buy in later when the NFTs are more expensive. The community has their communities, and they'll also be able to join in on some of these competitions and things like that. But I think the thing that really makes this like tick is the fact that they want to focus the most on putting this out there and trying to get it to a broader audience after all of this, the launch and the building and the process once the alpha is fully there. They don't want just to release a beta product. they want to release an alpha product to a wide audience.
Okay, and I guess for people here, I guess some people here are still not aware what Move to Earn is. Can you give us a short description on how this Move to Earn kind of project works, if that's okay with you?
Yeah, Move to Earn, as it is currently in the meta, is the idea that you'll create an application that allows you to exercise or run, dance, these types of things, rowboat, move, all that kind of stuff. And you'll be able to track your movements like a fitness app. In this particular case, this app will also be integrated with fitness watches and such like that, but you can do it on your phone. And it'll track you, it'll sense your movements, has little anti-cheat system to make sure some people aren't using a particular system or things like that. The good ones, at least, like our project, will definitely have an anti-cheat system to make sure that your guys' rewards are protected and nobody's generating more token than they should. Um, but yeah, that's the general concept of the project. You move to earn, right?
Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I mean, at first I was kind of skeptical when I heard of like the concept of Move to Earn. Like, yeah, the main thing is like, I know how smart people can be in this space, like how they can just hack the system and make it so like they travel maybe 1,000 miles just by just like sitting down.
Yeah.
But I guess with some security, I guess you probably like develop some security, anything to just prevent that from happening. Because otherwise, that's you're gonna mess up the entire system, and people are just gonna abuse how it works. So it's gonna be like
Definitely.
it's gonna be the exact same concept as the main Move to Earn one that was launched in Binance. Yeah,
Uh, I think you're talking about Steppen. Is that the one?
yeah, Steppen, yeah, Steppen GMT, yeah. Is it gonna be
Yeah,
exactly the
just
same, or is there gonna be any difference to it?
well, we're gonna have our unique brand of how things work, our style, obviously. But the features as well, and we want to bring this more to to an extremely broad audience, right? Because I feel like Steppen mainly appeals to the crypto heads who got in early.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people who got in early, but yeah, I mean, this might be a good
Neither.
chance for people who missed that.
Yeah, hopefully so, because I think that our art is top notch. I love the way that this thing looks too. I do have a soft spot
Yeah.
for it myself.
Mhm. For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And in regards to the art and all, so NFT definitely has a huge part to play to this. So can you tell us more about how the NFT aspect of Let's Run goes?
Right. So the NFTs are on a pretty cool tiered system because in those tiers, as you get the rarer sneakers and the rarer NFTs for things, there's sneakers and gems that you can use to upgrade your reward system. So these NFTs are directly tied to the reward system, and you will be essentially trying to go for those higher tier things so that you can get maximum rewards out of your move to earn.
Okay, so when you say tiers, is that the NFTs have like rarities, or is it like the more NFTs you own, they just have the same value?
Yes, the rarity of the NFT itself. So it's kind of, like a phone game, one of those gacha games, higher rarities, stronger
Oh, gotcha
abilities.
games, yeah. Okay, got it. Okay, so each the NFTs are gonna be sneakers, right? So each sneaker has like special traits or attributes. Can you give some example on like some advantages of what these sneakers can provide compared to like not having one, I guess?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Basically, the idea is the higher rarity the sneaker, the more rewards you get from your move to earn. So you're really, and also the art, right? If you want to get a specific one that's high rarity that looks nice, you want to get that one, high rarity, and then it gives you more rewards. So that's the main idea of the reward system with in regards to the NFTs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was kind of thinking at first like this specific sneaker will give you like twice the amount of steps or something like that. But I guess
Yeah,
it's kind of different, or is it kind of similar to that concept?
yeah. It'll give you twice as many rewards. You can use those rewards to, do things in the game, obviously. And we might
Oh,
add a little bit more integration in terms of those kinds of things yet. But for now, we're focusing on the things that will allow the tokenomics part to run smoothly and the NFT part to run smoothly.
yeah. I guess it's the best way to go to keep it simple and integrate and be flexible enough as things saw fit, whichever makes it better. Okay, and I'm guessing I'm also wanting to ask about how to acquire the NFTs. Are these NFTs going to be randomly minted, or are they going to be sold in public? Like you get to choose whatever you buy in a marketplace.
So
Hello?
the
Oh,
idea will be that there will be, randomly generated boxes that you will get to get a sneaker in, and you'll get something random with like this different attribute, like we were talking about the rarities and such like that. So there will be 10,000 of them sold publicly, and you buy them and see what you get.
okay, so I guess yeah, kind of like the gotcha games in phone, like mystery boxes. I think that's more relatable to most people and how you're going to get to the sneakers.
Yeah, exactly.
hmm Okay, and I guess that pretty much covered the NFT and main concept side of the project. So I guess we can go on to the tokenomics. So can you disclose to us how the tokenomic goes?
Right. So the tokenomics at the moment, we're working with our partner under the NDA to see what particularly suits the project best. Currently, on the white paper, we have a schematic of tokenomics that shows some of the percentages of things, where they're going, and how exactly things will work on TGEs, the token generation events, how when we'll get the money for production and stuff like that, and how. But it's not finalized just yet because of our partner. We want to make sure that things line up with them. It could be almost exactly the same as it is on the white paper, but we're not certain yet.
Okay, and I guess can you disclose an approximate estimate, I guess, on when you're planning to hold your pre-sale and I guess what would be the buy and sell taxes and hard cap, maximum buy, those kind of stuff? Or is it still pretty early to have even an approximate estimate about that?
Uh, Yeah, sorry. That's one of the other things that we're working on with our current partner, and they just wanted to keep things under wraps until they figured it out exactly with us. But we'll give you guys as community the information as soon as we have it, because we're looking to move forward sooner rather than later, right? Like we're not trying to delay this project a long, long time. We want to get moving, and our partner is going to move with us, right, and help us to grow.
All good. That's understandable. I mean, yeah, I love the transparency and the honesty. And okay, with that, can you at least like do you have an idea like what's gonna be the roadmap? Like what date do you plan to have the pre-sale, or is it also undisclosable yet? And yeah, when do you plan to launch the actual app? Like, let's say after launching the project, it's the coin itself on listing.
Right, yeah. The roadmap itself, as it currently exists in the white paper, is basically our standard roadmap for crypto, with the elements of the business model adapted into it. Right. So we've already gone past the concept. We've built our team. We're all, I think today actually should have been the finishing of the beta game and then testing a little bit. We want to have the product on launch. And as I remember it, and again, this could change just because of the way that the NDA and stuff like that was. The 15th of May was when we wanted to do the pre-sale and launch. But again, I can't really give anything concrete because they might want to do things differently with the marketing moving forward. But as it stands, that was the plan.
I mean, I really appreciate your transparency on how much you're able to disclose. But the thing is, you already have a working beta that's currently worked on in the background, and I think that shows that the team is actually working, not just like making false promises. Like having a beta itself is gonna be a lot of work, and to be it being in the testing phase right now, I mean, I know a lot of projects that you know they already launched their token and they haven't even did any testing or like any beta of their product or their product is, oh yeah, that's like a one step ahead of most competitors in this space.
Yeah. I mean, not to toot our own horn, right? But I think the way that this project is being handled is very professional, and we're hoping to provide exactly what the community needs in terms of integration and being able to collect your rewards in a safe and fair way, right? And hopefully bringing this to the wider audience outside of crypto due to its pretty awesome art.
For sure. I would say the art is like the strongest point in this. Like that's the first thing you see in a website, and I think everyone, even outside the crypto space, they first check out the website of anything they plan to buy itself, and once they see like the art style and it jives, yeah, that would definitely get them hooked. And also, yeah, there's a huge audience like outside the crypto space, and hopefully, like with the move to earn concept being in the meta, it will hopefully bring more people outside crypto inside crypto. So in terms of that, so what kind of marketing practices have you done so far and do you plan to do?
Yeah, I think it's really important to reach that market. And that's why so far, as much as we've done to try to reach people in the crypto space, we've got a pretty good Asian marketing team, right? They're handling a lot of the different Asian countries like Taiwan, Vietnam, India, Asia, like, all these different places in the sphere. And then we got our team over here for the more English speaking audiences, Europe, America, things like that. So we have a broad crypto marketing strategy going on right now that we've not yet implemented fully because we want to do things properly, obviously. We want to make sure that we have our app working, ready to go before we do anything majorly big. And because we want to deliver the value. We don't want to just leave you guys sitting there with a token or a coin that's not going to do anything for a while, like you were saying, right? So uh, we want to do that, but it's already put together for the most part. We're just waiting to implement those things, and then we're also doing the typical, you know, actual advertising, right? We want to get it out there in front of people's faces and people's eyes. We want to get it out there on the App Store, in apps, in different places with different types of ad structures. And this is what it means to have the business model in crypto, because that's just the next step of crypto is integrating actual businesses and crypto together.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm guessing this is gonna be a working company or is it already registered now? Or is it not to be disclosed yet?
Yeah, the company in the white paper, Next Labs, they're the ones, running the actual building, structuring this these types of things. And because of the fact that they've been doing this already as an outsourcing company, they just want to get deeper into the blockchain aspect of their company. So they're looking to put those efforts toward this project.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's already be quite huge, knowing that there's an actual company like partner with this project. So yeah, that's definitely bullish. And okay, I guess it's
Mm.
about time for us to get some questions from the community if you're ready for that.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Okay, that's all good then. So for people currently listening in into this AMA, the VC question round is going to be available now. So if you wanted to ask any questions, please raise your hands up in the VC. And if you're not able to ask in the VC, just type in your questions over the main chat. Just a reminder though that priority will be given to those asking in the VC. Okay, so for the first question, we got Rebel Domain. You're allowed to speak. Please ask your question. Rebel Domain. Hello. Okay, I think he or she is not allowed to speak, so let's choose another
Can you hear
one.
me?
Oh, oh, I just like
Sorry,
editor. Okay,
I forgot to
okay, okay.
unmute myself.
All good, all good. Yeah, you're allowed to speak, Rebel Domain. Please ask your question.
Okay. So I want to know how you plan to increase the demand and scarcity of the token.
The demand and scarcity of the token is what you're asking about.
Like in terms of your tokens, like how you plan to increase the demand and the scarcity, and also in terms of the investors, like how you plan to convince them that holding the token long term is beneficial to them.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, our token is in fact inflationary as it stands currently before working with our current NDA partner. So as it is, it's inflationary, and we're going to have obviously a burn buyback system to help stave the threat of inflation. But the fact that it's being used for the app itself and for the integration of rewards and things like that will allow it to stay inflationary so that people can generate rewards, but kind of stable given the way that the tokenomics will run. And we're working with our partner to make sure that happens. But as it stands in the tokenomics section of the white paper, you can see how we plan to do that a bit, given those systems that I just mentioned, and the way that we're going to give ourselves the money to work with in development through PGEs. We want to make sure that it's all on the up and up so that the community knows where the money is going, essentially. And to convince people to hold long term is pretty straightforward, I think, because once we reach a broader audience, the inflationary aspect will be outrun by the time actual inflation on the chain happens. Again, I'm not a strict tokenomics professional, but that's why we're working with professionals. And that's why our team currently has a decent strategy already, given that they are professionals. But we wanted to just make sure. And that's why we're developing partners and structuring things possibly in a different way.
Okay, thank you. What project you have?
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you for the question.
Yeah, thanks you, Rebel Domain. So wait a minute. Let's choose another question. Reese James, you're allowed to speak. Please ask your question. The direct K James, Resty James. I don't know. Sorry if I butchered your name. Yeah, you're allowed to speak. And I think he just went off. So you're allowing me to speak. Okay, let's choose another one. Okay, let's get critical mindset. Critical mindset, you're allowed to speak. Please ask your question.
Hello, Sage. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
You guys have been
Mhm.
Yeah.
providing very
Okay.
good presentation,
Mm-hmm.
and I commend you for that. My question is, I don't know, can a participant that is participating on the challenge raise have the opportunity to relinquish his NFT to other participants for exchange of some tokens or coins, like in return of rewards?
Yeah, was that the full question? Did you have anything else to add?
That is the full question.
Okay, yeah, that's a great question because yes, you will. You'll be able to sell them on open market publicly to each other. So if you get a rare sneaker NFT or a rare something with a particular attribute or look that you want, you can buy and trade that in open market.
All right. And the second question is, I don't know, what is the pattern of the challenge mode? Uh, are we going to expect? Is it going to be 100-kilometer race, marathon race, or all different type of races that we see on real life races? And will the holders be able to maybe have a customized athletic celebrity that will maybe serve as a razor for them, like getting some Bolt and other athletic razors into the game? I don't know if you have that type of idea in game.
Okay, so as it stands right now, we have a system that we're going to have a registry where you can participate in weekly and monthly different challenge events. You register, you compete, and it'll be differing based off different things. I like that question that you asked, though, about the different skill levels of the participants. That's actually a very nice point to include into any of these types of systems, right? And as it is right now, we're going to be implementing as much as possible to make our user experience doable for everybody and available to a wide audience.
All right. Thank you for your uh, presence. Yeah, and I am grateful
Okay,
for having me here. Thank you, Sage.
Thanks for the question.
definitely. Thank you so much for the question, critical mindset. Okay, let's move on to another question. We got a question here over the main chat. So it's one from Aguilar, and his question is like, on the website, it says players must use NFT sneakers for running, jogging, and walking, and also needing stamina. So his question is like, how much NFT should I have to run or like participate in Let's Run for it to be profitable? And like, and I guess approximately, since it's still quite early, how long should he run to like actually earn money? And can the NFT sneaker like be used repeatedly, or is it just like limited?
Okay, those are pretty good questions. Was that all for the questions from the user?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay,
just for
so
one user, yeah.
okay, yeah, those are really good questions. So you really only need one NFT to participate in the project. You can run, move to earn, and be profitable. You will lose stamina on your NFT, but you can repair it. So you will lose stamina over time on all the NFTs and you can repair them. And that's part of the system. And it'll still be profitable for you to repair and move forward with the NFTs. So the system will be staggered that way to allow you to do that.
Okay, I have something to add to that question. So since it's only needed to just have one NFT to be able to participate in running, is there any incentives in owning more than one NFT?
Yeah, I would say that you could switch off and not have to repair any of your shoes. You could just go from shoe to shoe. It's a utility benefit to have more NFTs so that you're able to farm longer.
Okay, I get it now. So the more NFTs you have, the more chances or the more distances you can run without having to recharge your shoe, so
Yeah,
to speak.
exactly.
Okay, and okay, we still have a lot of raised hands in the VC, but okay, let's get Jibenga. Jibenga, you're allowed to speak. Please ask your question.
Yeah, brother. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, let's run developers. I love that name. Let's run. We're gonna run together. Yeah, I have a question
Yeah.
with respect to I have a question with respect to the project and your partnership. I don't know the kind of partnership you plan to have. Are you plan to have some partnership with some big firm that they are into sneakers that they're gonna boost the project with respect to their name or with respect to their popularity? That is parts. I would love to know about the partnership. And secondly,
Uh,
the NFT and the project and the game. Yeah, let's say for instance, I'm actually not a gamer and I wish to participate in your project. How can your project be of benefit to me? Probably through NFT, if I can buy the NFT, lend someone that I wish to play the game, stuff like that. I don't know if there is a plan for that for people that are not interested in playing the game and they wish to hold the and they wish to be part of the project owners. How do you have plan for them?
yeah, yeah, we definitely have plans for them. Just in general, the idea of the community itself and the growing of the company will allow the NFTs to gain in value. So you can just be a holder as well and receive value no matter what. There will also be, the typical staking, little options like that, which may not be as profitable as the move to earn structure. But that's a lot of those things now, as we have them in the white paper, are going to be passively dictated. That doesn't mean they'll change for sure, but passively dictated by our upcoming partner. And the partner is a crypto partner right now. We're working on actual athletes and people who want to partner with our project that will boost the visibility of it in that space. But the partnership that we are currently in an NDA with has to do with a lot of the crypto aspect of this. So as it stands, that's the thing that we're kind of worried about with our NDA and stuff like that. And everything else is only in talks and only in pre-marketing, right? But this is before we've even launched anything. This is before we've even done much of anything. You know what I mean? So we're trying to do things before we get to launch rather than trying to scramble around and after launch to come up with a sound marketing strategy that's going to deliver you guys something to actually work with.
Okay, Jabanga, was that able to answer your question? Jabanga, I think he disappeared. Okay, but yeah, I think Jabanga. Oh, okay, yeah, he's gone. But yeah, I think you were able to answer his question. I'm just gonna skip over to the next question so we can cover a lot of questions here. So next question is up to Thompson Fred. Thompson Fred, you're allowed to speak. Please ask your question.
Hello, CH.
Man, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much for this opportunity. First of all,
Definitely.
really, oh yeah, I must commend you for the presentation. Really, you really have a nice presentation. Presentation was nice.
Thank you.
You have a good project. Thank you. My question is about the NFT. Um, will there be any difference in the price of the NFT if the holder decided to mint it for token instead of selling it on the marketplace? Did you get my question?
Let's see. Uh, just so that I make sure I understand the difference between the NFT if you hold it or sell in the marketplace. Is that what you're asking?
No, I said, will there be any difference in the price of the NFT if the holder decided to mint it for token instead of selling it on the marketplace?
See, if you decide to hold what exactly the NFT itself, I mean, if that's the idea, we'd hope that the NFT increases in price as we continue our efforts to market and put out an actual product that'll grow and continue to move with the space rather than sort of dropping off and leaving you guys with worthless NFTs.
Oh yeah, thanks. Oh,
On
thank you
top of
very,
it.
very much for the great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you're
get
kind of
that. I get
cutting
that.
out. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
I
Thank
guess.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. We got tons of questions on the main chat as well, so I guess I will be asking some questions from it. So, okay, so
Oh.
we got this question now from. Okay, let me choose this. Okay, so this is from Breed or Rede. This is kind of covered earlier, but I guess we can get some specifics to this question. And after reading the Let's Run website, I noticed there is a challenge mode. There are weekly and monthly challenges. So my question is there a limit to the number of participants who can take part in the challenge? What do I need to prepare in order to participate in that challenge mode? Thank you.
Yeah. Cool that you brought that up again because we were talking about that, and we can expand on that now with the idea is that as long as you have an NFT, you can participate. People will be able to participate and challenge against each other, and you'll have 24 hours usually, and with the monthly ones, I think it'll be longer to register and get ready for the specific type of challenge that's listed at that time.
So just one NFT to do all kinds of game modes. There are not going to be any game modes where like you need to have at least 3 NFTs, 5 NFTs to participate.
As it stands right now, we want it to be as accessible as possible to everybody. So currently, not yet. Could happen, but we don't necessarily want to wall off any of our users from participating at the moment. And if we did that in the future, we'd hope to expand on the NFT concept as well in order to be able to still allow mostly all of our user base to participate in some kind of challenges or events that will allow them to stay profitable.
Okay, I mean, that sounds fair enough. I mean, it would be great if you just need one NFT to do everything because, there's going to be an unbalance, especially for like the whales that's going to hoard all of these sneakers and only like the people holding the most amount of NFTs will be able to participate. So it's great if, it pulls through that, you're going to have inclusivity to everyone with just having one sneaker.
Yeah, we'd love to make sure that everybody in the community is allowed to participate in something that allows them to be profitable.
And I guess we can have one last question before we move on to wrapping up the AMA. This one is from, what's his name? Okay, I guess I missed the other question. Oh gosh, I scrolled way past. Okay, I guess I'll just get. Oh man, I keep. I mess up in the scrolling part. I missed lots of questions. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. This one from Big C. What strategy will Let's Run use to attract athletes from real life in the real world, basically, to try running the Let's Run game? Or yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Currently, we're trying to do that right now. Reach out to people and allow them incentives and ways for them to also interact with their community in specific ways to allow them to reach those markets because we do want those kinds of people on our team. Again, we can't really disclose anything because we don't have anything actually finalized in that regard. Again, this is even pre-launch. So, but we've been talking to actually a few athletes, and the team's been talking to a few athletes, Olympic gold medalists, things like that. So we're just trying to figure out which angle to take. And I think that as soon as we find a good person to partner with, a good few people to partner with in that space, uh, it'll be a a banger. But until then, right, we want to build the community base and have them also help us achieve visibility with those people. But as we've said before, these guys are a legitimate company. They're contacting these people to do business, so they're listening more than they would to the typical crypto project.
Yeah, the amount of athletes or influencers who can tap to this because the typical crypto projects that we got, people reach out to the influencers like in TikTok, which are just like famous people. But if you're able to tap actual athletes, which is definitely going to be directly related to the concept of the coin, which is like Move to Earn are running, and yeah, I think that would be a smart and I guess relevant way to advertise this. And you mentioned that in the background, the team is already working and tapping into this athletes to promote Let's Run. So hopefully we'll see some of those advertisements soon enough. Hopefully close to launch or prior, or yeah, really close to launch. So it will leave a lot of like people to get hyped up in the project.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was pretty excited when I was hearing that they were also talking to different types of athletes because we'd suggested that in the marketing teams. We'd suggested those types of things, and they want to do it, right? They want to deliver and gives people something to look forward to with hype around the launch and things like that, and moving forward as a community.
Olympic medalists too, as you mentioned. So that is definitely promising.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of do want one of those to go through for sure, like something, like big and grand kind of, but yeah, we'll see, we'll see. It'll be really nice.
Definitely. I mean, still early, but yeah, already looking forward to the kind of news we're going to be seeing in the development of this project. Okay, so I guess with that, we pretty much cover what we can cover from the community questions. So for people here in the VC and listening into the AMA, if you have further questions, unfortunately, that were not able to be answered here in this AMA, you can join Let's Run on their Telegram group. It's pinned in the main chat right now, and I'm sure that Meme Dealer and the rest of the Let's Run team will be more than happy to answer all of your questions. Okay, moving forward to I would say the final part of the AMA, I guess, can you give us like a short summary or description on what Let's Run is all about and why people should be investing in it?
No, that's great. I think Let's Run is the kind of thing that the crypto community wants, right? We want legitimacy. We want something to actually give us something for our money that we can use, especially in markets like these. We want something that's going to allow people to actually interact as a community too. And I think Let's Run is one of the ways to do that because it's going to be the leading idea for Move to Earn and the way that Move to Earn or types of projects like this are moving forward. Because a lot of the problem lies with people just not delivering. And, again, we don't want to make grandiose promises, but we want you to at least have something to work with, interact with, and share with in a community. And to just generally enjoy, like people just never deliver in this space, and it would be cool to actually have something to use.
Totally agree with that. I mean, as mentioned early on in the AMA, this space, unfortunately, people love to overpromise and always underdeliver. Yeah, if you're doing the opposite, you're definitely doing a right job when developing your project. So yeah, knowing that
Yeah.
in the background, even though Meme Dealer and the rest of his team are, they're strictly following the NDA side of things, they deliver in a way that in the background they're already developing, currently doing some beta testing of the application itself. So that
Yeah.
speaks on how the team delivers, and also some planned marketing involving real athletes and to promote the project is definitely something new. In terms of marketing in this space, because in this space people just, when you say marketing, it's just gonna be a shout out from some big names in the Telegram or like Twitter, but having an actual, I would say, athletic celebrity, that's gonna be a different approach in terms of marketing. So yeah, that's definitely something new that we're looking forward to see.
Yeah, we're looking forward to deliver as much as possible because I hate that as well, right? Marketing in this space is just a shout out from an influencer, a crypto tweet guy, or a this or that. Like we actually want to generate income and revenue as an app business. So we don't want to mess around with people's money.
Definitely, and I guess me dealer, let's run the rest of your team. If they're here, it's been amazing having you guys here, and yeah, definitely be looking
Thanks.
forward to this project, and keep us posted as well. And in terms of the development, because we still have a lot that you need to share with us, but you guys are just honoring the NDA, and yeah, let's just wait for
Yeah.
more development. Okay, so I guess it from me and the rest of the Phoenix Holdings family. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all for me. I couldn't say anything else. If you have anything
Uh,
else you want to add before we end this AMA, feel free to do so now.
yeah, just thank you for having us, guys. We look forward to doing more AMAs and keeping updates coming as we have them. And we're just gonna, continue to roll along, and we hope you follow us over to the 15th for launch, instead if that's still launch. But we're hoping that it's going to be around the 15th. But yeah, we hope you guys follow us, and thank you for the opportunity.
Definitely, guys. Don't forget to join Let's Run or the Telegram group. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in to this AMA. That's it for me. Good day and good night to everyone. Goodbye.